17 huge Hollyoaks spoilers for next week. Hey Hollyoaks enthusiasts, welcome back to our channel where we bring you all the juicy spoilers and updates you crave. Today, we've got something special for you. 17 massive spoilers that are set to shake up the world of Hollyoaks from April 15 to April 19. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on the latest Hollyoaks buzz. Next week on Hollyoaks, get ready for an explosive week of twists, turns, and shocking revelations. Cleo uncovers something about Abe that will leave you speechless. Can you imagine what it could be? Meanwhile, JJ finds himself in the hot seat, facing tough questions about Frankie. And if that's not enough drama for you, Sally's behavior raises eyebrows and sparks concern among her friends and family. Oh yes, it's going to be a week full of drama you won't want to miss. 1. Cleo makes a discovery about Abe. Cleo's suspicions about Abe reach a boiling point as she becomes increasingly convinced that he's being unfaithful. Determined to uncover the truth, Cleo takes matters into her own hands by following Abe's every move. The tension escalates when Marie learns of a sighting of Arlo in Manchester. She persuades Cleo to join her on a trip to the city, adding another layer of intrigue to Cleo's mission. As Cleo and Marie wait for a taxi, Marie reminisces about Arlo's favorite teddy bear, adding an emotional touch to their journey. Meanwhile, Abe's suspicious behavior continues to mount, leading to a surprise visit from Chris. The plot thickens when Cleo confronts Abe about her suspicions, only to be met with an excuse that leaves her questioning everything. The discovery of Arlo's teddy bear in Abe's bag further deepens Cleo's doubts, leaving her with more questions than answers about Abe's true intentions. 2. Sally hides a secret from her family. Sally has an appointment at the hospital, but she intends to keep it from her family. At the same time, Mercedes doesn't have anyone to go with her to her scan, so she asks Sally. At the hospital, Misbah calls Sally into her office. Wanting to keep her secret, Sally comes up with the excuse that they're putting together a book club and continues to lie to her family. Sally explains to Misbah that Mercedes's needs are greater, so Misbah agrees to push back her appointment. 3. Sienna pleads with Stay. Sienna discovers Stay at the hospital with Murphy and things become heated between the former best friends. Unable to hide the truth from Sienna, Stay tells her that Warren has instructed him to get rid of Murphy. Worried, Sienna pleads with Stay not to kill Murphy, who is later seen in a car with a distressed Stay. Stay returns to Warren's house shaken up and hands him a gun, telling him the job is done. Sienna, meanwhile, assures Maxine and Dilly that they don't need to worry about Murphy. 4. Prince and Dilly go head-to-head. Dilly extends a friendly gesture to Prince by delivering a congratulatory card for his new job at the Loft, along with a playful request to make her favorite cocktail. However, things take a turn when Ethan confronts Prince after Dilly complains about her drink having salt in it. The tension between Prince and Dilly starts to rise as accusations fly and suspicions brew. Prince begins to suspect that Dilly might be intentionally sabotaging his job out of jealousy. He suggests that Dilly's actions are driven by her desire to have his job for herself. As the drama unfolds, the relationship between Prince and Dilly becomes increasingly strained, with both parties questioning each other's motives and intentions. 5. Sally vows to live life to the full. Sally is still reeling from her health news and intends to make the most of her life. When Tom comes into the Love Boat and starts speaking to Lizzie and Sally, Lizzie encourages them both to get on a dating app, even offering to set up their profiles. Sally doesn't want to waste the day speaking to strangers, so she decides to spend it with friends and asks Tom to join her. 6. Cleo takes action over Abe. Cleo's suspicions about Abe continue to grow, and she becomes determined to get to the bottom of his mysterious behavior. Following Abe to the youth center, Cleo is alarmed to hear loud noises coming from inside. Her fears escalate when she overhears Abe offering Chris more money to disappear. In a desperate attempt to intervene, Cleo tries to call the police, only to be stopped by Abe, who manages to thwart her efforts. Meanwhile, Marie receives news of another sighting of Abe, but her hope is tinged with doubt as she fears it might be another false lead. Frustrated and overwhelmed, Marie turns to alcohol to cope with her emotions. The situation takes a dramatic turn when Cleo encounters a drunken Marie and Joel. In a bold move, Cleo reaches out to Abby, offering to help Chris escape, further complicating an already tense and volatile situation. 7. Frankie is forced to lash out. JJ has Physio and Darren and Suzanne accompany him to the hospital. After a call from Morgan's nursery, Darren dashes off, leaving JJ feeling abandoned. At home, JJ sneaks into Frankie's room. Feeling intimidated and worried when her brother gets too close, Frankie lashes out. leaving JJ screaming as Nancy and Darren run in. 8. JJ tells another big lie. Everyone rallies around an injured JJ, but Nancy wants to get to the bottom of what's upsetting Frankie. Feeling like she can't tell the truth about what's really going on, Frankie promises Nancy she'll try to make things easier at home. Nancy discovers Frankie dancing in the school hall and realizes it's her outlet. However, wanting to keep the truth a secret, JJ manipulates his mum. He tells her that he found a note in Frankie's diary about wanting to destroy his career, leaving Suzanne furious with her daughter. 9. Sparks fly between Dilly and Prince. Dilly goes to apologize to Prince for her behavior the day before. The pair start teasing each other, which turns into passion as they share a kiss. After some persuasion, Ethan surprises Dilly by offering her a job, but regrets it when he realizes Prince only wants her to have it because he fancies her. The plan backfires when Ethan tells him he can't date his co-workers. 10. JJ threatens Frankie again. Nancy encourages Frankie to embrace her passion for dance by gifting her dance clothes and suggesting she join the dance squad alongside Vicky and Leah. The idea of dancing seems to uplift Frankie, offering her a glimmer of joy and connection. However, the mood shifts dramatically when JJ unexpectedly walks in on the dance session coming to an end, setting the stage for a tense confrontation between the siblings. Alone together, JJ makes a disturbing discovery when he notices Frankie's self-harm scars. The atmosphere grows increasingly tense as JJ confronts Frankie, threatening her to keep silent about what he's seen. Frankie is left feeling vulnerable and trapped, struggling with the weight of JJ's threats and the secret she's been forced to keep. 11. Sally collapses. John Paul is surprised to find Tom and Sally on the sofa together after a heavy night, which they both insist was innocent. John Paul shares his concerns with Sally over her reckless behavior following her recent hospital stay. At school, Carter also has stern words with Sally regarding her position at work, reminding her that she's no longer a teacher. Sally fights back, telling Carter that she wants more than just being an accountant. As the conversation gets heated, John Paul intervenes, just as Sally collapses. 12. Tony's support of Ro continues. Tony takes Ro shopping for new clothes and shows his child that he's wearing a solidarity badge. When Ro and Tony bump into Mercedes, Ro asks Mercedes if she'll join and help them with shopping. Back at home, Diane gets angry at Tony for making the decision to buy Ro a new wardrobe without her agreeing. Ro overhears Diane tell Cindy she misses her little girl, but Tony tells Diane that she needs to begin supporting their child. Ro clashes with Diane and Tony over changing his name. This time around, Tony is more supportive as the parents struggle with Ro's identity, and Kitty and Diane talk through the best way to support Ro moving forward. 13. Abe breaks up with Cleo. Abe's behavior towards Cleo takes a cold turn as he starts to distance himself, ignoring her attempts to confront him following the recent events. Cleo is left feeling confused and hurt, trying to make sense of Abe's sudden change in attitude. Despite her efforts to understand and seek answers, Abe remains elusive, adding to Cleo's emotional turmoil. Finally coming face to face, Abe delivers a devastating blow by ending their relationship. He shifts the blame onto Cleo, attributing her actions to her traumatic past and accusing her of pushing people away. Cleo is left grappling with a mix of emotions, feeling betrayed and invalidated by Abe's insensitive remarks. The breakup leaves Cleo questioning her self-worth and struggling to come to terms with the end of their relationship. 14. JJ is questioned about Frankie Nancy, and Carter grow increasingly concerned when Frankie fails to show up for school, raising alarm bells about her well-being. The situation escalates as Darren, Suzanne, JJ, and Nancy join Carter for a safeguarding meeting focused on addressing Frankie's self-harming behavior. Together, they grapple with the serious and sensitive issue, seeking ways to support Frankie and ensure her safety. 15. Tom struggles to move forward. Misbah is starting to feel more optimistic about her future, embracing a newfound sense of hope and positivity. However, Tom is struggling to come to terms with his recent breakup with Yaz, finding it difficult to move on and accept the end of their relationship. While Misbah looks forward to brighter days ahead, Tom continues to grapple with his emotions, longing for reconciliation and closure. 16. Donnie makes an announcement. Donnie is eager to establish himself in the village and make his mark on Hollyoaks. He confides in Andre about his ambitious plans, revealing that he has purchased the market and is preparing to move to Hollyoaks. With Donnie setting his sights on building a presence in the community, his arrival promises to shake things up and introduce new dynamics to the village. 17. Freddie and Lizzie grow closer. Freddie discovers a spark of chemistry with Lizzie, igniting a newfound connection between them. Smitten by Freddie, Lizzie takes a bold step by offering him a home on her boat, signaling the beginning of a blossoming relationship and the potential for new adventures together.